Cancer, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. There is always an extended reading, and I hope you guys will join me. I am Michelle. Welcome to my channel. For those of you just discovering my videos, welcome to my tarot table. I have over 2,100 messages on this channel for you to look through. None of them are time stamped because it comes to you when it's supposed to, when the reading, when the message, or when you're ready for the message, when you're ready to receive it. And remember to please apply this where it resonates in your life. Cancer, this is a beautiful week for us. This is the week of a new moon. And I want you to think back to where you were last new moon, because the astrology leading up to it is eerily familiar. The moon will be in Virgo, and then Libra, and then Scorpio, and of course it will end up in Sagittarius. And actually at the end of the week, it will be just going into Capricorn. So really, if you look at it, it's in its fall position in Scorpio, and it's entering where it's in its detriment. So it's not the most comfortable week for us, but there's this kind of light, this beacon of new light in Sagittarius. And it's just such a glorious combination of events. We have the new moon, which is always conjunct the sun. Every new moon is conjunct the sun. Perfect conjunction, and it's trine to Jupiter. This is a perfect conjunction of the sun and the moon in Sagittarius. So complete and total understanding, completion, acceptance, and purpose of our expansion and our growth, of which direction that we're heading in, and luck getting there. Luck understanding which direction we're supposed to go. Fortune coming to us so that our life actually kind of grows and expands. Our notoriety and our visibility, as well as our reach of who we're reaching or reaching out to, and maybe who is connecting with us. Before then, the moon has to go through Scorpio. So that's before Wednesday, right? It has to go through Scorpio, and it's not as uncomfortable as it was because there's not as much congestion there, but there will be a time, it's like the dawn before the dark before the dawn. So think about those couple of days leading up to, so it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that's really going to impact us for the new moon. So think of Monday especially as that day of, you just got to have faith, the day of completely being reconstructed and reborn. And let's go back to Sunday, which is actually a special day this week because the sun will come into a grand air trine with Saturn, which is in Aquarius, and Mars in retrograde, which is in Gemini. So there's definitely something here that has to do with communications, mass communications, maybe public communications, putting yourself out there, or even in some ways popularity. And then the moon is in Libra when all of this happens. So there's a sense of finding a partner or somebody who makes something very clear to you, or who makes it easy to communicate in a way that maybe you didn't understand or realize before. And then you put yourself out there, and it's like the announcement is out there, and Monday you gotta wait, but Tuesday, boy oh boy, you'll really like the answer. So I would say definitely kind of put yourself out there, or take some sort of advice or guidance on that Saturday, Sunday, and then allow faith to just take over. And there is definitely good news that is coming into you this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Let's get into the cards. I'm going to go over them with you while I'm showing them to you. We have the sing your own song, but to me, to you, it's upright, but to me, it's in reverse. So let's read that here, which is a sense of either being repressed, or not being able to speak up, or not being original, or not being able to be who you are out loud. Some words that you never got to say, or words that were never said to you. This may have happened a little bit in the past, but I feel like it has something to do with what happened last new moon. Last new moon, if you remember, was the solar eclipse. And in some ways, it was darker than it should have been because of the solar eclipse. So think about back then what you hoped for or thought was going to happen happen and did not happen. There is a sense of that right now. And then what's going to happen? Oh, shit. So take the lead and Spirit has your back. This is a total breakthrough in terms of your supremacy over something, of your expertise, of you being handed the baton, of you being tapped, or you being able to actually being selected or chosen, taking a leadership role, heading into the lead, getting into the lead. It's not even necessarily winning so much as being kind of congratulated or honored with dignity and integrity. This could have something to do with something that's going on with the government, leadership in the government. I don't know if that's what's going to happen, but there is some sort of leadership role in terms of governing people or leading people or guiding people. This is fated or karmic because this is Capricornian energy to me. It could also be Saturnian energy though, so Aquarian energy, taking a lead on something that's very important. And that would suggest around Sunday, right? Because the moon is trine to Saturn and trine to Mars in retrograde. So Mars in retrograde always makes us feel like something we didn't do or didn't say, or maybe something we didn't say was good because now we're being offered. I don't know if this is advancement though. I don't want to say it's advancement. To me, this is wonderful. It's exceptional, but it's still very ambiguous. So I want to get a little bit more into the details, please. Details about what you mean. What you mean, God. We have peace. So this is a blessing coming to you. This is legitimately a blessing coming to you, and maybe a message from the government, a governing body, or a leader that's coming to you. That's really good. Then we have nothing is wasted. This is Aquarian energy, finding treasure in the trash heap, something that makes everything worth it, everything that maybe didn't feel like it worked out worth it, or being able to see an opportunity. So this is when you got to be really open and receptive to what God is sending, Cancer, because there's a sense of, if you are, you will be able to see it when nobody else does. This is seeing an opportunity where nobody else could. Nothing is wasted, and making peace. Making peace with what? Making peace with what? Let's get to the moon card. This is, to me, I don't know why, guys, it's still very ambiguous. Let's keep going and figuring out. More cards on the table, something in the past, hold your vision. So this is conviction. And even if you're tested, the sense of, I've come this far and I'm going to keep going. I'm not done yet, right? A sense of really truly believing in yourself, and you were halfway there a while ago. So you were halfway there in the past. Now where are we in the future? A sense of, look, you didn't waste your time on believing if I moved forward, I will move forward. No, you haven't wasted your time. This is sort of the validation or verification, something finally coming through to you. I'm hearing selection process, but I don't know what that is. Let's keep going. Nothing is yet set in stone. So this is the future. So the future hasn't been decided yet. What do you need to release? These are two new moons or two waxing moons. So something that was building. What do you need to release? Nothing is yet set in stone. And then the full moon, emotions are running high. This is telling me the next new moon, the new moon that's coming up, what do we need to release and let go of? The following new moon is nothing is yet set in stone, and then emotions are running high. Culmination when it comes to the full moon. I'm sorry. I'm not okay with that. Are you? Leave the comments below. This is still too, well, what the fuck is going to happen? And I'm actually really frustrated right now. I don't know how you guys feel. Please do leave your comments below and let me know. I'm a little frustrated with the stand that I'm using for my camera. God, I don't know what the hell this means. And I want some direct and straight answers. What do you mean? by take the lead. What are you telling us? Follow your convictions. 8 of Swords is here. Current situation, you've been rejected, you've been abandoned, you've been left behind. The Lovers is here. The Lovers comes out Gemini energy. So the Lovers is somebody believing in you, pairing with you, connecting with you. It's almost like in a sense of if you've been feeling distracted or if you have been feeling neglected or out of love, even if you are in a relationship, there is a sense of a love coming to you. I had said to you, true love. There was a video, I think 2 weeks ago. Check it out, or maybe I'll be able to attach it right here. Go check that out, because in some ways there has still been a disconnect and a feeling of abandonment. Now something makes sense. What do you need to release? Because nothing is yet set in stone. There is something you have to get fucking rid of before something new can come into your life. Your future is not yet set in stone, and for some reason you're leaving it open and ambiguous because you don't want to make a decision. There is some sense of walking away from something, or somebody walking away from you because they are attracted to somebody else. Or are you attracted to somebody else? What do you need to release? What do you need to get rid of? What do you need to finally let go of instead of clinging on to, so that the newness can start? There is something very emotional coming for you. What is that? What is that? What is actually happening? Don't give me the Wheel of Fortune, God. I want to know the details. Some sort of vacation, karma, good karma, luck, resolution from the past, something in the past that finally you resolve. That's what's coming for you. And then we have underlying energy is 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups. The Magician. It's like you finally make something work that you've been trying to make work for a long time. And 6 of Cups is here. It could be filling childhood wishes or fulfilling childhood dreams or returning home. Hold on. We have 2 of Swords in the past coming up. So that means finally being able to make a decision and getting the information that you need. It's like you finally decided, I'm going to go through with something. I'm going to move forward with something. But you also realize that means you might have to walk away from, or somebody might be walking away from you, somebody that you're very attracted to. But ultimately, you have to leave something behind in order to step forward into the future, trusting that it will resolve itself in the future. And it will. It will. When the timing is right. When the time is right. And the timing is going to be right. You want a time? It's about a month and a half from now. What is this exactly? Who does this involve? Who does this involve? And what the hell? 9 of Cups, a wish come true. But what the hell does it have to do with take the lead and leadership position? What does that have to do with us? 7 of Swords, you have continued to fight for something. There is somebody that's going to offer you a new opportunity. You have never given up hope. This is something that you have been very tenacious on. You have made your own wishes come true. Because it's like you're creating something new. Take the lead is in this project or whatever you've got going. It's initiate in your own way, initiate now, start now. Start making your own dreams come true. This is new conviction, new chance. Somebody has handed you the baton, go run with it. This is a lucky opportunity. Okay. But please wrap it up for us. Like, I'm still fucking lost. I don't know about you guys. Leave the comments below. I'm talking to you. God, I just want to know which direction am I supposed to go now? I feel like I just haven't gotten any information from you at all, God. No, 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 no. You're not saying anything to me that I'm putting together. You see clearly now is in reverse, but that's also you sing sing your own song. It's almost like you didn't know what you wanted, or you weren't sure where your heart was. It's almost like you didn't know what you wanted and you weren't sure what your heart was. No, I'm not taking those cards. I need you to be honest with me and clear things up for me. Seven of Wands has come out. Okay, you've been fighting for something. You've been working hard for something. You haven't given up on something. You've no matter what's come to you, you have kept fighting for this thing, whatever this thing is. Leave in the comments below. I definitely want to know. So what about this thing? What about this thing? What about this thing? What about this thing? I want to know what is going to happen in particular. What is going to happen? Dead, completely over with. Completely finished, completely done. But this is like the suffering is done. Suffering has ended. What do you mean? I think you've been fighting with yourself about something. That's what it means. You've been struggling and fighting with yourself about something. And then you're not going to do it anymore. But what's coming forward, Cancer? I think that's all we really want to know. The Nine of Cups. And that's now. That is a fulfillment of a wish. What was your wish? That is your cup runneth over. You're going to be happy and fulfilled. I don't know what your personal wish is, but that is exactly what's coming. And I think, okay, so let me ask the cards. How is it coming? How is it coming? Ace of Wands. This keeps repeating. This is another deck. This is a totally separate deck. It's like, God, I love you. But if it's not helping me say it to them the first time, what do you want me to say to them the second time? I'm asking for clarification on what the hell this means. It's coming in the form of God's going to give you the opportunity. So it's almost like it either hasn't happened yet or it's going to happen this week. This is a new idea or new inspiration that comes to you, and it will be the fulfillment of your wishes, of all your wishes. What is it? How is it coming to Cancer? The Empress. So abundance, prosperity, and fertility. And it's in the 3D form. Abundance, prosperity, and fertility in the 3D form. It could have something to do with fertility because you have the Ace of Wands, you know what I'm saying, and the Empress, which is impregnation, fertility, having never given up on something, or it could have to do with a child that you have that has never given up on something. The bad times are over. The bad times are over. This is a sense of magic. What is this Magician card? Can you clarify the Magician for me, please? The Magician, what is the Magician? It's like magic. It is resolved. Something in the past is resolved in the future. What do you mean by that? Specifically, nope, that's not good enough. It's like the High Priestess, it comes out. Okay, thank you so much. This is new moon resolution, synchronization of everything that happens. That's the timing of it. And then we have the Ace of Swords, which is clarity, clarity in partnership. So this is the Grand Air Trine. That's when it's coming around Sunday. So this is clarity in partnership, clarity in something that you didn't get to say because this is Gemini energy and Mars is in Gemini and Mars is in retrograde. Now it's making sense to me. Something that you didn't get to say, something that you said that never got through, it's getting through. So something that you wrote or some sort of communication, it's getting through. It's getting through, and it's getting through at just the right time, in divine timing, because bam, what's going to work is it's going to hit the right ears, it's going to hit the right eyes, it's going to be seen, and it's going to cause you to actually have something like triumph. The victory is some sort of success coming to you. It's saying it's around this new moon. The High Priestess is all about the new moon. I think that you have been working for this and the future is not far off. That is what it's saying. The future is not far off. Let's see how this is all panning out exactly in your career, your love life, your finances, sex and romance, please join me for the extended. I'll see you guys there. And remember, no, I'll see you guys there. I'll meet you over there. We'll talk about it then.